All right, so the first pedal that I use in the practice room all the time is the loop pedal. The loop pedal, a lot of people think of maybe like you record a bass line and then you can practice soloing over it, something like that. But that's just scratching the surface of all the amazing things that the loop pedal can do. So first and foremost, it's my main metronome. So check this out. By recording just one percussive click, I get a perfect metronome. See, you can't really mess it up because it's just one click. If I want a faster one, you can kind of practice getting a faster one. Super useful. I use it literally every day. Second, so just like you use these percussive sounds to get the metronome, you can also use the percussive sounds to get drum grooves. The way that you can do that is just, again, more non-pitched percussive sounds. If you want a kick drum, maybe you can do that. See, I'm deadening the string and just playing a low note. And then for a snare, same thing, but on a higher string. So you might get... Next thing that I use the loop pedal for is instant feedback on what you're practicing. One thing that happens, maybe you've experienced this, is you're practicing something and then you record it and it doesn't really sound like what you thought it was. It doesn't sound as good as you thought it was, or maybe it sounds better. But what's going on is we're so involved in the mechanics of what we're working on and we're so involved in the physicality of it that our ear kind of can take a back seat and it's hard to get a really accurate picture of what we sound like. The cool thing about the loop pedal is that it can give you instant feedback on something you're practicing. So we're just kind of scratching the surface of what the loop pedal can do. There's so many things. I could probably make a whole video just about the loop pedal, just about one of these subjects about the loop pedal, one of these techniques. There's so much that you can do, but I'll show you one other thing that you can do, which is you can use it to compose music. Come up with a chord progression, maybe something like this. You can even add drums. Okay, moving on to a pedal that can't do quite as much, but I still use all the time in the practice room. I think it's a really good tool that we can have, and it's this Electro Harmonics freeze pedal. And what's really cool about this is that it allows us to hear a drone and either play other notes against it, maybe for ear training, or again for composition. So check this out. I can play a note and just sustain it forever. So I'll get out of D and come up with a new key center. How about F sharp? So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of playing around with different tonality and different sounds that might be possible over this F sharp. At first I was playing around with kind of a F sharp minor. And then I thought it'd be kind of cool to hear some of these other minor scales, like a harmonic minor. And then I was messing with like some other kind of colorful notes, like the flat 9, so like a double harmonic minor sound or a Phrygian kind of sound, like this. What I'm doing here is I'm really kind of training my ear to hear what some of these sounds sound like against a drone, you know, because if I just play that on its own, it's like missing so much of the context of what makes it music and what makes it evocative and what gives these particular notes emotion. So if I play this note on its own, you don't really feel anything, but if I put a drone underneath it, it's all of a sudden a totally new world. These two pedals, I think I wanted to show off because They're two things that you can get that you can use literally every day in your practice routine. You can seamlessly add these things to your ear training, to your sight reading, transcribing music, or learning songs. So if that stuff sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit like, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And if you like this kind of content, stick around for more. See you in the next one. Peace.